I'm Arindam Goswami. I run a startup out of Northeast India, and we work with a lot of MSME and small business owners from my region. So given my region has a lot of language diversity, something that's probably even more than from the rest of India, a common pain point that we've always noticed is that because you're not able to speak this number of languages, you're not actually able to access that number of people. So how about Infosys, and how could we basically, come up with frameworks that could help us bridge that gap?
Well, I think there is already, by the way, it's happening. We have this thing called AI for Bharat at IIT, which is coming out with all 22 Indian major languages. They're also working with the less resource languages. Recently, in the Maharashtra case, that Mahavistar, which is in Marathi, but there's a tribe called the Bhils who speak Bhili, which it's a very specific language, tribal language. Now they brought that up to speed. And now you can answer questions and ask questions and answer them in Bhili. So now we have the infrastructure in India to take to every Indian language in a matter of a few weeks or months. So I think it can be done also in the Northeast.
Are you worried about, so we celebrated Sarvam's growth at the AI Impact Summit. So Sarvam was a big part of the summit. Are you worried about now what Sarvam needs to do to serve 1 billion people?
No, I think that they are doing a very good job of not only building these models, they are designing it frugally, they're designing it. The cost is a big thing. I think inference cost has to be at Indian rupee cost, not dollar cost. So I think they're doing all the right things.
Will India become an AI producer or a consumer? Because we were enslaved by using first and second industrial revolution. Very important fourth industrial revolutions.
So, see, as I said, making it work in the real world for real people at billion scale is incredibly complicated. We should do that, and then as the costs go down of building models, as the cost and the capability goes down and the capability goes up, we'll build any number of models. It's not a big deal.
But I think one thing that's become clear with even the questions that we have here is we have to do a better job of explaining diffusion.
Yeah.
And one would think it's intuitive. If AI can benefit you as an individual, as a farmer, as a teacher, something will work out, markets will work out, revenue. But it's clear that everyone's fixated on models. So at some level, I'm guessing this will have to be diffused.